Welcome back to YouTube Mommy Meetup. I'm Dana Ryan from danaryan.tv, and we are here in another live hangout, and I'm here with my two co-hosts. I am here with Amy from Dreamflight 6000. If you want to say hi, Amy. Oh, she's on mute. All right. She doesn't want to say hi.
Well,
You're a little shy.
Here I am. Hi.
Okay. All right. And also Diana from Being Mommy with Style. You want to say hello?
Hey, everyone.
So thank you for joining us here if you're watching live and also if you're listening in the podcast. And we would like to welcome Victoria back with us again. She was here in another hangout previously a while ago, and now she's back with us as a guest. So Victoria, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your channel and a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Victoria. My channel is youtube.com/VictoriaPottle, Pottle. And I just came up on my 1-year YouTube anniversary, which is crazy, like completely insane that it's been a year. I started making pregnancy vlogs when I found out, like the day I found out I was pregnant with my third, and that anniversary just passed a couple of days ago, so it's been a full year. And I do typical mommy vlogs on my channel, updates, day in the life, some crafts and recipes and things like that. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, happy anniversary, 1 year, and thanks for being here, and congratulations on the birth of your baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's exciting. And how neat to follow, like, literally your entire pregnancy. That is really cool.
Yeah. I can't believe it's only been a year. I feel like you've been on YouTube a long time.
I've been around watching since I was pregnant with my son, and he's 5, so I've been around. I just wasn't making videos.
Yep. Been a part of the community for 5 years. Yep. Okay, great. And tonight we're talking about summer activities for kids and affordable or inexpensive activities that you might want to do with your children. And I dropped the ball and forgot to put the post up in the group to call for questions. Usually we do that ahead of time, and I forgot. So you can either leave questions or comments you might have about the topic here in the Hangout, or if you're over on Facebook, you can definitely put them in the post that I just put up before we went live. And so we'll try to follow that. But basically we're just going to talk about maybe what we do over the summer with our kids and some of the things that we do that are somewhat inexpensive. And first, let's just say, is everyone home during the summer? Maybe we'll talk about that. Are your kids in school where they're home for the summer, or are they at that age where they're just always home, so it's not really a change? How about you, Amy? What's going on with you with the kids over the summer?
Yep, Henry, my oldest, was in kindergarten this year, so he is home now, and it is officially summer vacation. So all 3 kids home all summer.
Wow, when was his last day? Was it last week?
Last Friday, yeah.
All right. Great. Okay, how about you, Diana? What are you doing over the summer?
I'm moving. But my girls are in preschool, so they are now done with preschool, and they are home for the summer. And normally I would probably enroll them like summer camps. And I had Natalie enrolled in preschool tumbling, but I just had to disenroll her because our house sold a little bit quicker than we thought it was going to, and we're moving. So
congratulations on selling your house.
Thanks. I just blew tomorrow's video, but surprise, our house sold. So yeah.
Wow.
So that's what we're doing all summer.
Okay. And the girls haven't started school, so this is kind of like it is sort of a continuation of the summer months.
Right. They were in preschool, but it was a couple days a week. So Bella starts kindergarten in the fall.
Great. Okay. How about you, Victoria?
Yeah, same. Noah does 2 half-days preschool, and that ends tomorrow is his last day, so he'll be home for the summer. And he is doing he's doing like a vacation Bible school. It's like a free 1-week mornings. And then we're probably going to suck it up and put him in hockey camp in August. We've been back and forth on it, and I'm sure we're just going to end up doing it. But they'll both be home with me, and then Noah starts school this fall, so it'll be sort of a special summer to have them all home.
Okay, great. And for me, my oldest is in 1st grade, so she'll be home. This is her last week, this week, and then she'll be home this summer, and then all the others are always home, so that'll sort of be a continuation. The younger 3 are going to be home. And preschool starts for us, for the boys. I enrolled them starting in the fall, but it's interesting because do all preschools end over the summer? I thought kind of like you could be in preschools and that would just be all through the summer too, but I guess majority of them, it sounds like, end like a regular school year, right?
Yeah, the majority of the ones are in here too. Yeah.
Evan was in preschool. I forgot to mention that, and he's home now. But he ended way early, like middle of May was his last day of preschool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. So then what are we doing with these kids over the summer, right?
What are we doing with them?
That's the next question.
Well, today I killed a good hour and a half. I just gave him the hose, and it has this nozzle on it that has like mist, jet, and shower, and all that, and they just played, and they got soaking wet, and
That's awesome.
that was a good hour and a half.
That's like good pure summer fun right there. Like just,
Yeah.
good old summer fun right there.
And the Dollar Tree has those squirters, those water squirters.
Like
So
the
I just-
guns?
No, they're not guns. You like pull it and you fill up I get a big 5-gallon bucket, fill it up with water, and they just take these squirters and they like to water my flowers and squirt the driveway and whatever.
Oh, it's like a plunger thing, right? Where you
Yeah,
pull back
you
and
pull
then
it back
the
and then you
foam.
shoot it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, I didn't know the dollar store had those. Well, the dollar store has
Yeah.
everything. I don't know why.
It does.
I
Yeah.
didn't think of that. Good. All right, well, then we're done with our hangout. Just get a hose. Okay.
Have a good night, everyone.
That's it. Summer wrapped up with a hose. I like that. Okay, that's a good one. How about you, Diana? What's one, like, let's do like one simple thing you think that you might do, sort of like the hose. Outdoor. Let's do outdoor. Something outdoor.
All right. Around the house, we generally have like one of those like kiddie pools. We've done those a number of years in a row. I mean, that's kind of a, common thing, I think. And then I like those busy bags. Or like the little busy boxes. I tend to do those more in the summer than in the fall and winter, just because I can take them outside. If they get stuff everywhere, it's not a big deal. So we'll probably do some of those in different themes. And you just
what are these busy boxes? Can you, like, I know you talked about them before, but I always think of a busy box as like something you make like if you're going to be on a flight or like in the car.
Yeah.
Like, how much time do you spend creating a busy box? Like
A sensory box may be the better word for this in this sense. But it's just like what I do with mine is I just use like a clear plastic container, and then I use something textured to line the bottom. A lot of times like rice or beans or crunchy paper or just something textured. I just picked up, we're going to be doing this summer, Orbeez from Toys R Us. They were a little bit expensive. They were like $6 for a package, but they're like these little balls, and then when you add water, they poof up to like marble size, so you have to use them with like ages 3 and up. But they're like, I don't know, they're a really unique texture, like squishy, and so it's really neat for the kids to play with them.
They're
Anyways.
so awesome, those
Yeah,
Orbeez.
they look really cool. They look really cool.
We
So
had some, yeah. I did a video on it once too, and they're the neatest thing. It's just you just want to like show everybody they're the coolest thing. It's therapeutic, really.
Yeah,
I just
want to put my hands in there and.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
neat.
So like with that one, I could do like an aquatic one, and I like doing themes. Like themes are just what speak to me. So like with that, I'd like throw some dolphins in there and do like an ocean theme. Or if you had, I have some like crinkly like brown paper upstairs. It's like came in packaging, and I was thinking about doing a horse one with that one because Bella has all kinds of horses and she loves horses. So I put some trees and fences and horses, and you just put different textures in there and let them play around with it. So.
where do you store these boxes? Do you have a whole stash of them somewhere in a closet, or?
No, I have like one central bin that I use, and I keep that out of my garage, and then I just change out what's in it. So
I'd be like throwing stuff in, and then they'd be pulling it out as I was doing it. Like it would just be.
I try to use stuff around my house, or like stuff that you can get at like the Dollar Tree. You just toss in there. But I try to use stuff around the house. Okay. I go scavenging around the house to find stuff to throw in these bins.
That's a good one. I like that. Okay, how about you, Victoria? Can you think of just one that you might do that's inexpensive, that's outside over the summer?
Yeah, we're still waiting for summer to arrive here. And if it ever does.
In Canada, right? You're in Canada?
Yeah, I'm in Atlantic Canada, and we've had a few days where it's been like, we have extremes. Like we're either cold or we're too hot. We have very few like happy in the middle days. So we do try to find water a lot. Like we have a sprinkler, or we'll put that on, or like a kiddie pool, or we'll go to a park. A lot of the parks around here, there's one like a 5-minute walk from our house that has a wading pool. So we'll do that, bring a picnic. We try to find water as much as we can. My mother-in-law has a pool, so that's really nice. So we'll go there whenever we can. Stay cool.
Yeah,
That's
those
nice.
wading pools, I didn't realize until, I wish I would have known about them a long time ago, but up where I live, they are all over and they're free.
Yeah,
And
we
some of them have like these spraying, they're really pretty and the kids love them.
the ones
Yeah.
around here, like in my city, are just the pool. Like they're all painted this like turquoise blue pool, and they're shallow. But just in the town next to us, they have two splash pads, they call them, and they're actually renovating one of our pools this year. Then it'll open up next year as a big splash pad. So that will be awesome.
Yeah, those are awesome. And I love that they're free. I
They're
love
free
it.
Yeah.
because they're not under the water. So when you've got
Right.
2 or 3 running around, you feel a little bit safer taking them there by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our yard kind of like has turned into like a swamp already, just from like the sprinklers outside and stuff every day. So I do work full time. So my sister is here. She is like our sitter for the kids. So she's with them during the day. But during the days, like we have all this, like she just has like these big buckets, like a big box, kind of like, you know, those storage bins you can buy like at Home Depot or whatever, you know. She has those, and she puts water in them, like fills them up with water, and then they have all the beach buckets and everything, and then they just kind of like fill all this stuff up with buckets, and they just sort of like to water the plants, you know, and they throw water all over with all of the, you know, like all the toys that we have like for the shore that we go to the shore every year. They're sort of all over we have them in one bucket, and they just get like scattered around the yard, and then there's those big, you know, the buckets are filled up with water, so they can kind of scoop it out and they throw it on each other and just kind of play in the water, sort of like a water table. But they have like their each, because there's so many of them. We have 3-year-olds here, and then you know, when my daughter's here, she's 7, and then a 10-month-old. So that each, they kind of like get divided into different stations with their big bucket of water, and then they kind of can do their own thing, but then obviously they're running around together, so they get like separated, because otherwise there's fights over the water buckets. So like you were saying, like anything water is usually a win with the kids, right? So just out in the yard with, you know, even if you don't have a pool or you don't have a sprinkler, like if you just have one of those storage bins, those boxes, you can just empty it out and just like take that out and just fill it up with some water, and then they'll still have fun, just kind of throw some things in there, just some toys and stuff that they
Give
have
them a
inside the
watering
house.
can. They even like
Or
a
a watering
watering
can.
can.
Yes.
It's just like
My
they feel like
kids are-
anything.
Mhm.
Yeah, my kids are nuts over the watering cans. We got a little bird bath, and I put it in the front of the house. It was like not expensive. It was just like a resin one. And I didn't realize how much the kids were going to be into like putting water in it. So they take the watering can and go over and dump water, and that's all they want to do when they're out there.
Water for the birds. I love it.
Water for the birds now. Who knew? So I'm definitely going to get another bird bath at our new house because they love it.
You can't just take the bird bath with you?
I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it.
I've never moved, so I don't know what happens when you
Yeah,
move.
for a lot of that stuff, just because of the circumstances of who's buying the house, I'm going to leave it for. So,
That's nice.
yeah.
Do you know them?
I don't know them directly. I know them indirectly. They're friends with some of our friends. It just
Oh my
circumstances
gosh.
just worked out. Yeah, so,
Cool.
yeah.
I
So I'm
tried
like, oh, leave her my curtains. Okay, sorry, we're
That's
deviating.
okay.
Off topic.
I tried to bring up Twitter because I forgot to say in the beginning, you know, go to Twitter too under hashtag YTMM. We do have our Twitter team there, but I moved my keyboard away, so I can't type in Twitter. So, Diane, I think you have it up, so I don't know if there's anything happening over there with the Twitter team, but remember to just use hashtag YTMM, and you can tweet with Crystal from Brought to You by Mom and Anne-Marie from It's Just My Life CA, and our other members of the Twitter team, I believe, are there with them, and you can go to YouTubeMommyMeetup.com/Twitter to see who's on our Twitter team, but you can tweet with them. So we are trying to keep our eye on Twitter, or Diana is.
Yep. Everyone agrees going to the park is a great, inexpensive summer activity and a great way to explore your city. I know we have a lot of great parks around here. That was from Katie. Anne-Marie from It's Just My Life CA says we like to create a scavenger hunt for the neighborhood kids, so that's a way to get like multiple kids together. And Crystal
nice.
from Brought to You by Mom also loves the outdoor spray parks. I agree. Those are tons and tons of fun.
Mhm.
Yep.
A lot of work though.
It
I mean,
is.
when you have a lot of kids and they get wet, it's like getting their clothes and they're changing them and making sure they're all like you see them where they are. You know, that's.
Yeah.
I don't do that very often. I don't go to those by myself very often, but very fun. Ooh, we should talk about indoor activities.
Okay.
For those rainy days.
But I just saw a question. Katie said, do you have any suggestions for activities that would be fun for siblings that have a large age gap?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody?
That's hard.
A large age gap. Mine are close together.
I don't know. I guess mine are pretty far apart if you think about my oldest and my youngest, 7 years old versus 10 months. That's kind of, I know I think there might even be a bigger age gap there, but I don't know. I think camping is pretty good. If you do camping, usually all ages sort of enjoy that. Even if you camp in your yard, then I think the younger ones usually can get involved in that. Like if and then they can even come back inside your house if you camp in your yard, and then the older ones maybe could stay out there, all night if you did that. Does anybody do that where you put a tent in your yard?
We did that a lot as kids. My parents have a tent trailer, and they'd set it up in they have a back driveway, and it was right under their bedroom window, so they could hear us. And I mean, we were teenagers probably, and we just thought it was the greatest. We'd stay out there all night and have sleepovers, and it was quieter for them because we weren't in the house staying awake all night. But yeah, that's a good idea.
Fun. That's so fun.
We did it with Noah once 2 summers ago, I think, and they stayed outside. We just had like a small tent. They stayed outside till about midnight, and then he had enough, and they came inside at that point.
That's my kind of camping, actually. I like where you can come back in the house and use the bathroom, and if anybody like freaks out, like my husband, you can come back inside the house. I went camping with him once, and he just did not like all the sounds of, like, in Pennsylvania, it's really loud, like all the circadias or whatever. Like, there's just the night air is just like at night, it like comes alive. Like, there's a lot of noise from just the bugs and stuff, and he just was freaking out when we were out in this tent at night, and he couldn't do it. He was like, I can't do this. So I like being outside near the house where you can come inside.
We have a fire, like a portable fire pit, so we bring that out and have little fires. We just had one last weekend, and the kids made s'mores, and it's fun.
That's fun.
And free. It's free and fun. That's what we like.
Yep. Okay, what was your indoor one that you had, Amy? You want to do an indoor one?
Well, I've talked about this before, but I love it so much. It's where you buy the temporary tattoos, you give them the scissors, you give them the wet rags, and you just let them do whatever they want. Oh, and wax paper, of course, wax paper.
That is gold. I tried it, Amy, and it is
tattoos
gold.
on the wax paper with the washcloth, and the best part, they love the scissors because I let them cut.
Yeah.
I don't care if they cut them in half and cut them into little pieces. So it gives you a lot of like downtime if you need to get something done or need a phone call or whatever. So
you take the tattoos and you have wax paper and a wet washcloth, and you just let them cut apart the tattoos, and then they dampen it onto wax paper, right? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. So simple.
It is.
How about you, Diana? What do you do inside?
Oh, well, I've adopted Amy's wax paper trick. Like, we do that so much now because it's great. The kids love it. They literally ask to do it. Like, that's crazy, like how much they like it. They ask for it. But we're crafty. Like, we like doing crafts. So, I mean, we kind of do that year-round. But during the summer, my all-time favorite craft that we have ever done was with paper plates. And we did this last year. We'll probably do some variation of it this year. It's with paper plates. You just cut out the front of the first paper plate, put a Ziploc bag that's clear on that, and then you put an ocean scene in there. You can put sequins. We had like little fish stickers and just all kinds of like, I don't know, crabs and fish and whales, and they made their own scenes, and then you put the 2 paper plates back to back, and then when they shake it, the sequins looks like the water. That's like my all-time favorite summer craft we've ever done. So that one's one we'll probably repeat.
I'm going to have to do something like that.
It's fun. It's really cute.
I saw that advertised, I think, Ziploc advertised like the ocean in the bag. I don't know how do the paper plates come into play? You put them, where do you put the plates?
For us, I actually cut out the center of the paper plate and just put so you could see what was going on. Okay. And then on the back plate, they made their scene with their stickers and coloring and whatever. And then they sprinkled some sequins on there, and then I actually attached the top plate to the bottom plate. So the front plate actually just acts like a frame that you can
Right.
see through,
Mm-hmm.
and the Ziploc bag just holds everything,
I
in.
see. Yeah.
So they can shake it, and I saved those because they were some of my favorites that we've ever done.
That's cute. I like that. I like that one.
Mhm.
It's fun.
Okay, how about you, Victoria? What are you doing inside your house?
We bake a lot. We don't. I love doing crafts, but Noah's not really into it. He's the oldest. He kind of dictates what we do. He is getting more into coloring and stuff, so I think he would really like that idea with the paper plates. That sounds really fun. They really like to take, like, I will save cardboard boxes or like the pods for the dishwasher come in like a big plastic box, anything like that, and give them, and then they put little blankets and they use them for their toys. And we'll do Play-Doh. We made a fort yesterday because it was raining. I did one. It was like a Pinterest thing where you dye rice different colors and put it in a pan, and it's messy, but I put a big tablecloth down on the floor, and then they just play with their cars and little farm animals and stuff like that. Yeah, we do that year round because we're stuck inside a lot in the winter, so we have a lot of those things we can draw on when we need them. But
Yeah, I saw. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Pouring rain, we try to get out whenever we can.
I saw your picture of the fort on your Facebook page, and it was really cool. Because I was like, because we do that too. Like the blankets all over. Like we put a blanket over our like kitchen table, and then like the chairs around, and they love going in there. Like it's some kind of secret hideaway place, and it's so great. So that's like I remember doing that when I was a kid. Like the big blankets, and it's just it's so fun. There's something magical about being in the little blanket fort, in the living room. But we also do that, and what else do we do? They like, the movie Box Trolls was out not too long ago, and I don't recommend it, but I actually took little Dee to Box Trolls as her first movie. It was the first movie she ever saw, and that was a really bad idea because I took her with her friends, and they were sitting there, and they were just like, it was a little bit too scary for them. I was glad we made it through. But it was a kid's movie, or kind of a kid's movie, but those little trolls, and they're not bad, really, but they have the boxes around them. But now my point is that the kids like to take boxes and then kind of cut out, like you can cut out the arms, and like you kind of like go in them like you're, a box troll or like a little robot or something, and then they decorate the box, sort of like Victoria was saying, they like to play with boxes. So any kind of delivery that we have, like from Amazon or something, or, Zappos shoes, anything like we have that's kind of big that they might fit in, then they kind of like to cut out the holes, and they put stickers on it and color it and decorate it, and then they kind of become little box trolls or robots, or superheroes, and they sort of like to play dress up with the boxes, and obviously it's inexpensive, and it's like you can buy these really, you have so many costumes and great dress up stuff, Diana, but sometimes you buy these elaborate like stuff and they don't even touch them, and then they get a box and everyone's like, oh, the box. Like, it's like all exciting.
My girls would love that, like the decorating the box. Like Natalie walks around the house, I don't even know where she got this from. She started going, I am a robot. I am a robot. So I'm totally going to get her a box now. I'm going to tell her she can make her own robot box and stick it over her head. She's going to love it. That's great.
So that's kind of fun.
When Victoria mentioned Play-Doh, we do Play-Doh too, because we're in the house so many months too because of the cold. Yeah. But that kinetic sand, that is some awesome stuff.
That stuff
rocks.
My
gosh.
Yeah.
I sit there with, that's one activity, like sometimes I have the Play-Doh and I have them do it so I can go clean the kitchen or whatever, but kinetic sand is one of those that if you want to sit down with your kids and like play with them, I love playing with kinetic sand. It's so fun.
And kinetic sand, it's magnetic. It sticks together, right? The kinetic sand, if you haven't heard of it.
Yeah, and you like touch it, and it's just, I can't even really describe it. It's just really cool. Every time, we've had it for almost a year now, and I just love it. I'm always like, do you want to play with? We call it squishy sand. That's just because they saw a commercial on TV and it was called Squishy Sand. But
Squishy Sand is not as good. I did a video review of Squishy Sand.
Yeah, I saw
Squishy Sand is because we got the kinetic sand for Christmas. It was a Christmas gift, and then later on we got the Squishy Sand, and it's not the same. Like the Squishy Sand is like a clay material. It's not really magnetic. Like it doesn't stick together, and it was much. I just didn't like it as well at all. The kinetic sand really like clumps and stays together, and it's not.
There's another one.
It just kind of runs through your fingers. It's not.
Yeah. Tricky. And Kohl's over the holidays, they showed it they had one next to each other, and you could definitely tell the difference. And I definitely prefer the kinetic sand.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of knockoffs on the kinetic sand since it came out. Even in Five Below, I saw another kind of sort of magnetic sand. I don't know what it was called.
Oh my gosh, really? Oh.
Yeah, because the kinetic sand is kind of more expensive for a sand product.
I got it on Black Friday. I got a really good deal.
Where'd you get yours?
Where'd you get it?
He's asking.
Target on Black Friday.
Oh, it's at Target.
Mine comes, I got these sets, so it comes in this, I'm all about organization. Everything in my house is organized. So it comes together, and then you just open it up, and everything's there, all the little molds and everything, and you close it back up when you're done. And it never dries out. It's awesome. My little vacuum zips it right up. It's just awesome.
Your vacuum? What do you mean? You vacuum it up into a container?
I do. If it gets on the floor, I'm not going to sit on the floor and try to pick it up. I just zip it up with my vacuum.
Okay. Oh, you can vacuum it up. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got ours at Amazon. That's when we got it for Christmas. I just got it off of Amazon. But I think they also sell it in that Brookstone store, the kinetic sand. I think it might have originated in that store. I'm not sure. But it's great stuff.
I feel like I've seen it at Michael's, but maybe I've seen it at Target, and that's where I saw it.
Yeah, Michael's has something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Probably more expensive, though.
Just don't get the squishy sand.
Don't get
different.
the squishy sand.
Yeah, it's a clay.
I can't believe you don't have that, Diana.
I have looked at it so many times and almost picked it up, but then I was
gosh,
I'm afraid Natalie's going to eat this.
But
now that she's a little bit older, I was afraid she was going to eat it. I don't know why. Because I let them do Play-Doh, and they're fine with that. I don't know. So we have to try it.
You will, yes.
Yeah. I have a family member who won't be named, and she likes to eat, like, the Play-Doh, like, just eat it, like, hardcore, like, and I'm like, ugh. Like, how can you eat that? I know lots of kids do that, but, like, sneaking it to eat.
It's a child, though?
Like, yeah, a child, yeah, not a grown-up. Ew, we're not getting into fetishes in this kind of.
It's not turning into that kind of show.
No.
When I was a kid, we would make homemade Play-Doh, and it's like full of salt, right? I just remember licking my hands, licking salt. So gross.
I know you can make edible Play-Doh, right? So some people definitely make that, but yeah, not like the Play-Doh that you buy. It's just so gross. I don't know. Kids are weird. All right. So where does everybody go? Oh gosh, we're already up on time. I can't believe how fast this is going.
Oh my gosh.
So like if you go outside, do you go anywhere like museums or anything like that you go do? Amy, do you guys take any trips over the summer or do anything like day trips?
No, we have a zoo pass, a membership, so we can go whenever we want to the zoo. And within our zoo, there's like a park, and sometimes we'll go just to go to the park.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. If you get a membership to the zoo, you can go like almost every day, and that's pretty inexpensive if you go often.
Oh my gosh, if you go twice to the zoo, you've overpaid for a membership. You might as well get a membership. It's a good deal. It's worth it.
Yeah. Good. How about you, Diana? What do you do outside the home?
Also, zoo's a huge one for us. When we're in Detroit, we'll definitely be zoo members. Their zoo is awesome. But here in the Chicagoland area, I mean, we've got all the museums and Navy Pier and everything that you guys are going to see in August. We like going to Brookfield Zoo. There's also a water park that's by us, so we go to the water park a couple times, and they've got a nice, like, enclosed, like, tot area for preschoolers. Like, everything's lower to the ground, and it's fenced in, so, it contains them.
Oh, I like fenced in.
Yeah, it's nice.
I wish more parks were fenced in. That would be nice.
So you feel safer that they're like in the tot area, and then I usually coerce my niece into going with me, so that way we can do man-on-man defense.
Nice.
one person follows one kid, one person follows the other. And then we usually do summer camps, but not this summer. It's too much. So.
Yeah, that'd be hard with the move.
Yeah.
How about you, Victoria? Do you guys go anywhere?
Not a lot. We have a small water park not too far away that Noah actually calls it the Dada Water Park because Matthew always takes him to it. But I have a question, but I can get to it after that. I want to ask you guys. But we're going actually down to another city about an hour away to meet up with a couple of other YouTubers in July, so that's exciting.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm excited. And we're going for like a week to Prince Edward Island, which is like a couple provinces over. So we're doing that. That's like our big summer trip. So.
And then Chicago, of course, right?
I would.
And Amy's referring to the YouTube Mommy Meetup Conference in Chicago that will be in August.
I still can't believe I'm going. Like, I just can't believe it.
Maybe someone like in Boston, like you make it there for sure.
Yep.
That'd be doable.
Well, no one mentioned the library. You have to talk about the library. Our library has like so many great activities for the kids. They have like a Lego day. They have all these Legos out in their basement, and kids can play. And story time. It's all free. Good place to go. Air conditioned.
Want to.
Very true. What was your question, Victoria, that you wanted to ask?
Well, since two of you have more than two children, I find it hard, like with the baby, to balance going out with the older kids, where the baby, she naps like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, so that's like the whole day. So I hate messing up her schedule, but I also hate keeping the kids home all day. So what do you guys do for that? Do you just say, forget the schedule sometimes and just take, and it's funny because I've gotten more, like less relaxed as I've had kids. I feel like I went out and did stuff all the time with Noah, and now it's just like, she's like, maybe because she's such a good napper that I don't want to mess with it. I don't know, but I find that really hard because I don't stay home well. Like I like to be doing stuff, but I find we're home a lot more with her, and I find the first year sort of hard because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is, yeah. I never went anywhere, but then when I started, now that when you have older ones, it's like you have to go somewhere, otherwise you go insane, and the kids just they're fighting, and so the second we wake up, we do something. It's like we eat breakfast and we're doing something. That's our activity time. If it's going outside or going even to the grocery store, they like going to Target down the toy aisle. Oh,
yeah. We get a good couple hours. When she wakes up, we get about 2 hours, and then she naps. So
yeah,
I've gone out, like if she naps at 10, go right then, and she'll sleep a little bit, but she's not one of those babies that will sleep in the car and then you pull her and she keeps sleeping. Not at all. Like, she'll sleep 10 minutes in the car and then that's it. But at least at this point she's pretty happy when she doesn't get a good nap in, so that's good.
Or what if you go somewhere and just throw her in your ergo and will she sleep on you?
Yeah, she will, a little.
Yeah, but then it's hard because you want her to nap because they're always happier when they nap.
Yeah, so I think it's just finding that balance. Like, go out once or twice a week or something like that.
Or just like Amy said, like as soon as you wake up, like from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. would be your time to go do something. And then it has to just be real short trips, but at least that way everyone's getting out a little bit. And like you only really have like 6 more months or so until, you kind of get past the 2 nap stage, and then you move more into the one.
I think a lot of people are like, oh my God, the baby's dropping their morning nap, and I'm like, this is great, I can do stuff.
Yeah.
If you have an older one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, you're still doing stuff. Yeah. That's interesting that you got stricter because for me it was the opposite. Like we were really strict, and now like with the baby number 4, like we have no schedule for her whatsoever. Like we're just like whatever we're doing. She does nap on my back in the ergo carrier. She'll nap in the car. We just throw her all over the place wherever we're going, whatever we're doing. She has no schedule.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know, when we go on vacation, you're not going to stick around your cottage or whatever for 4 hours a day and be back at the cottage at 6:30. So you just, I just say forget it and do whatever we want, and they always adapt.
But if that's what's working for you guys, the nap schedule, and it's going really good, I don't know, I'd say why not just hang out around the cottage, as long as you just kind of work around it, because it's such a short time period in the grand scheme of things, so it's just kind of 1 year of the vacation or whatever that has to be a little bit different, so. And it is worse when you go out and you have a screaming baby. It kind of ruins it for everybody. So I'd say stick to maybe the nap schedules and just try to work around them as best you can. It's hard though. It's an adjustment for that time period. Yeah, for sure. That's a good question. All right, anything happening over on Twitter, Diana?
No, I'm falling down on my Twitter job here. They were all discussing box trolls and saying that it was a bit scary.
Yes.
I've never even heard of this box trolls. I don't know where I've been. I guess I've been.
I don't think it didn't like take off like they wanted. I don't think it was a good movie, but not so great for little kids.
Yeah, They're saying early morning activities work best, and also Anne-Marie from It's Just My Life CA mentioned her library has awesome activities for the kids and is air conditioned. So our library has a great music program, so that's also another great place to look. In addition to the parks and all the, more touristy stuff that people know about already.
Yeah. I like the roller skating idea. Like, I actually let the kids roller skate or in the house a little bit, like in the kitchen and stuff. And I used to do that when I was little. I'd roller skate in the house, or even ice skating. I was taking them to the ice skating rink a little bit. And I don't know. I think maybe in the summer that would be kind of good. It'd be cool in there, maybe less crowded, and it's not too expensive if you own skates to go. Just pay for the open skate sessions. It's kind of a fun thing.
So they have it open during the summer? No, they don't hear either.
Because we're so hockey oriented.
Yeah, you should be open all summer. That's weird that you're not, huh? I would think that for sure, Victoria, where you're at, that they would want the kids practicing all summer.
There's a lot of camps, like a lot of summer hockey camps, but no, there's no public skate. It's done now. It just ended at the end of May.
Wow.
Yeah, ours did too.
Okay.
That would be nice.
These new skates, have you guys seen the infomercial for them? They have 3 wheels in the back and 2 wheels in the front, and they adjust over your shoe. I saw them in Target the other day, and I really want them. It's this brand new format of skate.
For
and
kids,
it's
right?
No, and adults. For kids and adults. You can get the kid size or the adult size. They're $100 for these skates, but they have 2 wheels in the front and 3 wheels in the back, and they're and they fit right over your shoe, and you can adjust it over your shoe. And I totally want these skates. I was they look so awesome. I'm just
before kids, I was a big inline skater, and I had really nice skates. But when you want to go somewhere, then you have these big skates.
Yeah.
But if you had them over your shoe, you could just whip them off, throw them in your backpack.
That's how they're promoting them. I'm a sucker for infomercials. I always want to buy everything, but it's you can wear your comfortable sneaker, whatever shoe you have that you want to wear, and then you can just put the skate over that, so that you don't have to put on these skate boots, So
that's awesome.
I know.
You have to try them and let us know how they work.
I saw them in Target in the kids section with all the toys. They had them on an end cap, and I was there's those skates that were in the infomercial. I wish I knew the name of them, but they looked really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Get it or forget it. I should try them.
I know.
If I don't like them, I'll just return them.
Yes. Do it, Amy. I want to see it. Get it or forget it. I know. So fun. I don't know.
I'll have to look them up.
All right.
You said Target? Did you say Target?
Yeah, I saw them at Target.
Okay.
Yep. All right. All right, well, that'll wrap it up for this hangout. Thank you guys so much for being here, for watching on Twitter, for listening on the podcast. We appreciate you guys. And don't forget, if you're listening on the podcast, if you have a few extra minutes, we really appreciate it if you would go and leave the podcast a review on iTunes. It really helps people to find our podcast and helps to encourage me to continue posting this as a podcast. And the last podcast session was all about our YouTube Mommy Meetup Conference that is going to be in Chicago on August 15th, 2015. If you were listening to this show around that time, we still have tickets for sale at this point. You can go to youtubemomconference.com and you'll find all the information as well as the ticket sales there. And it's going to be an interactive sort of networking event where we're going to be filming together and also sort of just hanging out. It's going to be a day-long event, and we're really, really excited. Diana, Amy, and myself will all be there, and we have quite a few other people confirmed, so we're really, really excited. And once you purchase your tickets, you'll be included into a private group where we can, all talk and get excited and organize the videos that we're going to film together. So we hope that you'll be able to join us. So before we go, I want to give Victoria a chance to, again, tell everybody where you can go to find her as far as her channel and any social media sites. So Victoria, go ahead and let everyone know what those links are.
Sure. It's Victoria Pottle, Pottle, and that's it on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Perfect. Love the consistency. It's hard to get that nowadays, to get the same thing across the board with all the sites.
I picked my middle name because I picked it way back. I don't even know when I first got an account, and I didn't want to change it at this point, but I don't like it. There's so many cute names. Oh well.
But it's what you're known as, so it's cool.
Yeah.
So all right, Diana, where can everybody go to find you?
Oh, well, I've got one of those long names that doesn't fit everywhere. So you can find me at youtube.com/DianaMarie Being Mommy with Style and also beingmommywithstyle.com. And it does not fit on Twitter, so on Twitter I'm Being Mommy Style because it was too long to put the word with in there.
Very good. And don't forget to check out Diana on her collab channel, Moms with Mouse Ears, if you're into Disney. So
Woo-hoo.
give that one a little plug. All right, Amy, where can everybody go to find you?
Same as Victoria. I'm the same everywhere. I'm Dreamflight 6000 across the board.
Okay, awesome. Don't forget that 6,000, Dreamflight 6,000. All right, and I am Dana Ryan from danaryan.tv. You can also find me at danaryan.com, and you can listen to my voice at the Diaper Dirt podcast on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. So thank you guys so much again for being here. Huge hugs to our Twitter team. We really appreciate the Twitter team for being present on Twitter and tweeting on our behalf under hashtag YTMM. You guys rock. We love you. And go to youtubemommeetup.com/Twitter to find out more information about them, where you can find their channels, and also maybe how you can join the Twitter team if you are interested in doing so. All right, so we will talk to you guys in 2 weeks in the next Hangout. All right, bye.